Good morning, gamers. Happy Monday. Thanks as always for tuning in to PDubs Arcade Loft, where we always appreciate it when you hang out upstairs with us. And on today's episode, we're going to talk really quickly about what a debacle it's been to get our hands on a PlayStation 5 console. The pre-orders have been a mess. Now we're seeing news reports that the pre-orders have become scandalous. And then, of course, when will we see more pre-orders down the road here prior to the holidays? And we're going to talk about it right after this. All the news and information over the last several months leading up to the launch of the PlayStation 5, I myself super excited to get my hands on one. Like a lot of you, definitely want to get myself back into the PlayStation ring. As we try and figure this whole mess out, you know, it does seem that there are some great titles, great franchises, great games coming out. I did pre-order Demon's Souls. I did pre-order Spider-Man Miles Morales. The games coming out look fantastic. Yes, some of these games will be on the PlayStation 4 as well as the PlayStation 5 because we are in that natural transition period in between consoles, guys, where you're going to have games made that work on both hardware. Yes, we would love to see these games really highlight the new hardware and be new hardware exclusive, but this is just the natural transition. I'm definitely not a youngin'. I remember when the last group of consoles came out, when we had like a major event like this, and with the Xbox One and the PS4, and you know, back then, same kind of thing was happening as well. Stuff was still being made for both systems. So, you know, I definitely want to get my hands on one, and I've been trying, guys. I've been trying. They've had 2 rounds of orders for the PlayStation 5, 2 rounds of pre-orders online through multiple retailers, and I myself was camping out on the websites. I think I was on Best Buy, and my wife was on Walmart, and neither one of us was able to get our hands on a pre-order. Now, on my end, I was able to get it in my cart. And sure enough, just like a lot of you, I had it in my cart with Best Buy, and they had a really cool bundle. I think it was like $680, and you got the console, the physical copy, because that's the only one I'm interested in. I'm not interested in the digital copy. Could have got the physical copy with 3 games. I think it was Demon's Souls, Call of Duty, and Spider-Man, the Ultra Edition. You know, with all the DLC and stuff included. And sure enough, when you go to check out, what happens? It's in your cart, you go to pay, and then everything crashes, it craps out, it tells you, you know what, you really don't have it, someone else is getting it besides you. And that was a huge mess on the first wave of pre-orders. And then on the second wave of pre-orders, same thing happened as well. And I think both my wife and I were trying to get it from Walmart, and it was just gone in less than a minute. My wife had it in her cart, and sure enough, when she went to check out, it was it didn't happen. It did the exact same thing to her that it did to us the week before, where it's in your cart, you go to check out, and then all of a sudden it just craps out on you, and it's a very frustrating experience. Sony, you know, gamers want to get their hands on these consoles, and I'm sure they want to deliver these consoles to folks. Personally, I think Xbox did it a little bit better. They did announce, hey, we're going to do a pre-order date, and they stuck to that date. It didn't go live 24 hours early, and the retail partners also stuck to that date, because also we hear that a lot of the retail partners, they just said, you know what, we're going live anyway, even though PlayStation wants us to wait. Now, we did get our hands on an Xbox Series X, so I'm pretty excited about that. Personally, definitely looking forward to covering some of those games on that console coming up down the road. As we kind of keep diving through here. So then, of course, now there have been a couple of rounds of campouts at GameStops where folks have been camping out trying to get their hands on a PlayStation 5, and long lines, lots of great, awesome videos you can watch on YouTube of guys sitting outside these GameStop stores. And sure enough, when they get to the doors, what happens? It says on there, hey guys, we only have maybe 3 available or 5 at this particular store. So camping out is something I probably would have done if I was still in my 20s, which I'm not. But definitely not something I'm really interested in doing. I'd rather just hopefully get my hands on an online pre-order, right? That way it's click, click, hopefully you're done, just like the Xbox Series X. Now, what's kind of funny, though, is we're also hearing reports that GameStop employees, if the store is allotted a certain amount of units, that the GameStop employees are scalping a couple of those for themselves and possibly selling those on eBay or whatnot for a huge markup, for a huge profit. And of course, if this is it's kind of expected. I mean, if a store, these guys who work at these stores, some of them too are gamers, so it's like, they want to have these systems too, just like us. And if you work at that store, you might have the ability to get your hands on one of these consoles a little bit early. So why would you not buy one for your family or your friends for Christmas? But then again, if you're buying it just to scalp it, I mean, there is a little, it's code of ethics, moral dilemma. That's definitely not cool in my opinion. And I hope there's a way GameStop can, I don't know. But then again, if someone buys a product, they should know that, hey, what they do with the product after they purchase it is their own business. But maybe GameStop can do something like, hey, these pre-orders are for customers only, not GameStop employees. That might make the GameStop employees unhappy, but it might make the customers happy, as there'll be more units out there in the field. I mean, this Spider-Man game looks amazing. I can't wait to play it. It's one of the ones I pre-ordered. So we're hearing that scandalous news, and also we're hearing that the next round of pre-orders, there might be another where you can go to GameStop next week and camp out again and try and get one in store. When it comes to online pre-orders, like all of you, or those of you who missed out on the first two rounds, I am eagerly awaiting for them to say, hey, we have a couple more, we're going to have another round coming out. PlayStation said there will be more pre-orders, but they didn't say exactly when. A lot of the rumors that we're hearing out there in the field from everybody is that this may happen next week. We might see some activity from the Best Buys, from the Walmarts, from the Targets, possibly GameStop Online again, and all that kind of stuff, guys. So definitely make sure that you guys keep your eyes peeled. And definitely what I love too about YouTube and video game content creators, guys are going to be all over this, keeping you guys posted as well as it comes out. But all signs are pointing to the next round of pre-orders not happening until next week. Now, today's only Monday, September 28th. So that means we're talking we might have to wait a whole nother 7 days, maybe upwards of 14 days before the next round goes live. But that's when it looks like it's going to happen. We're going to possibly have to wait until next week from everything that we're seeing. So definitely just wanted to keep you guys posted on that. Let me know, guys, were you successful? Did you get a PlayStation 5? Did you get the digital-only version? Is that something that interested you? Or did you get the one that will allow you to play physical media? Because obviously that's the version that I would prefer to get, just like how I got the Xbox Series X. So I can, what can I say, man? I'm old school. We cover a lot of retro gaming on this channel. I love discs, baby. I love physical media. I love being able to hold it in my hands, even though times are a-changing. Do us a favor, guys. Leave your feedback below. I definitely want to know, did you guys get your hands on one, and where did you get it from? And if you haven't gotten one yet, what's been your experience so far? So far, my experience trying to get my hands on a console has been frustrating, but we've only gone through 2 rounds of pre-orders. Hopefully next week, when more pre-orders go live, if that's the case, we can get our hands on one and definitely report back to you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We do cover a lot of retro arcade games, but this is the, what's the word, guys? This is the year where, or actually this year and next year, where this doesn't happen all the time. It's like almost once a decade, these great consoles come out, and we're super excited about them, and we're definitely going to be covering them a little bit as well on this channel as well. Some of the games and stuff, I have pre-ordered several games for the Xbox, which I'll definitely be covering, as well as several games on the PlayStation as well. And obviously we like doing our gaming live streams and stuff like that, and we'll be live streaming retro and modern games on this channel. So definitely, if you're looking into that kind of stuff, click that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss the videos as they come out. And as always, guys, we appreciate it when you hang out upstairs with us in PDubs Arcade Loft. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll be talking soon.